Got ourselves a lifetime friendship then.
There we go. Well, we're Spanish boys. Of course, we got a long time connection. Come on.
Yeah, totally. Was it Mr. Montgomery that we had?
No, it was the girl. Where we learned all the capitals in South America.
Oh yeah, I remember the song still.
Oh yeah, no, it's ingrained in my head. I feel like you should cover that.
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
Everybody to Casting 2, the podcast, as always hosted by me, yours truly, Chris. Welcome everybody to episode number 355. Great episode today. Great returning guest. Great person. Yeah, of course, I gotta say, if you like what you're listening to, feel free to, let me know. And the best way to let me know is to leave me a review on all, whatever major platform you listen to. I'd super appreciate it. And of course, if you want to keep up with me when I'm not doing the podcast, which I don't know when that is, but still, you can follow me on my Instagram and Twitter, both at Casting42. And so I guess I should chat about my guest. My guest today is a phenomenal musician, singer, songwriter, all that good stuff. And he's the second time on the podcast from the band Hustle and Drone. Ryan Neighbors is back, and he's back because this is a great day. Literally, the new Hustle and Drone album is out right now. It's called An Uproar, and I recommend you guys picking up the album, pick up the old album, the first album, if you haven't heard of it or haven't listened to it. Pick up their EPs, pick up all their music. Hustle and Drone, in all honesty, is one of my favorite bands, and I'm so excited to chat with Ryan, with him again. If you didn't know, or if you can't tell by listening to the interview, we both went to school together. So we kind of reminisce a little bit about that. But you know what? I'm done talking about this because we need to get into this episode. All right? So everybody sit back, relax, and Ryan, take it away. This is Chris. What's going on, dude?
Not much. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I got back from a mini weekend getaway, so I'm still in chill mode.
Still in chill mode. That's good, man. That's good.
How about yourself?
I'm doing well. I'm on summer vacation for a couple weeks.
Nice.
Yeah, I work in childcare, so
right. Okay.
We work in a PPS, Portland Public Building. So sometimes I can't go to work, and I'm fine with that.
Is it hard balancing the work life with the music life?
I'm just so used to it, so it doesn't seem hard. But sometimes my coworkers will be like, when I'm like, okay, I gotta have a show tonight after working 8 hours, they're just like, how the hell do you do that? But some of them have children of their own, so that's a job too. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, that makes sense. And I saw earlier, or a couple weeks ago, I guess, you're playing the Ike Box.
We already did, yeah.
Yeah. How now? Did you? I'm assuming you went to Ike Box shows when you were younger.
Oh yeah,
in the old days.
We played there a lot. I'm sure you were at some of the same shows we played.
Yeah.
With the Shepherds of Ontario, played there often.
Yeah.
It's the only place to play.
Are there really good places to play in Salem anymore, or is Ike Box really it?
There's the Space, and there's Christo's Pizza.
Yeah.
Christo's doesn't usually have rock shows, but sometimes they do.
As far as Portland goes, though, Is there a place that you love playing at?
Well, there's plenty, but during the summer, Ron Tom's has shows on their back patio, and they have a stage out there, and those are probably the most fun shows in the summer because it's outside, and it's just every Sunday there's a free show, so it's just kind of like a staple of Sunday night Portland music goers. So that's always pretty fun. It's always a good one.
Nice. Okay.
But yeah, it's always also fun to support a bigger band at the Crystal Ballroom for like a 94.7 December to Remember show. Those are fun too.
It sucks that I'm not in Oregon anymore, just because I'm so out of touch now.
Are you in Texas?
Yeah, I'm in Texas now.
That's what I thought. I couldn't remember though. I believe last time we spoke was doing an interview for the last album, right? Yeah,
in that time I was living in Chicago.
Oh, okay. So no wonder I couldn't keep track. But I guessed right. So
yeah. That when we were chatting last, that album was like the calm. Like I don't know. It gives me flashbacks of living in Chicago, just because that's all, when it first came out, that's all I was listening to.
Oh, nice.
And I would walk around on the streets and just pop that in, and then I would just zone out, and then would magically wake up, and I'd be where I was supposed to be.
Hey, there you go. Just kind of put you in a trance and got you from point A to point B.
Exactly. Yeah. That, I mean, like Night Call was the one that I would just like, oh yes, please.
Nightlight.
Or Nightlife, sorry, Nightlife.
Great song from the Drive soundtrack.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought Night Call, but yeah, Nightlife, yeah.
Awesome. Very cool.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's I've always been a fan of the music that you do, and just the when I heard you were doing another one, I was just yes, I want it now, please.
Did you? And you got it, right?
I got it now, please. And I was just, which we'll talk about later. It's great. I'm going to say that. I'll just tell you, I really enjoyed it. But I'm wondering what, when you get into when you're ready and getting into album mode, is there a certain goal that you set for yourself?
Well, it depends on the level of album mode. With this last one, Andy and I, we just wrote a bunch of demos, and we took them. We were pretty quick about it, just like, okay, here's a beat, here's a melody, here's a chord progression, here's a riff, cool, let's move on to the next one. We just wanted to collect as many ideas as possible and then dive in further. So there's a few different levels of mode. So for this album, there was record 25 demos. And then there was send all the demos to our producer, Sonny, and have him give us notes on what we could do to improve each song, or just like, ooh, here's a good vibe, keep up with this. And then that turned into flying Sonny out to what we thought was put finishing touches on the album and kind of call it done, but it actually turned into scrapping everything and starting from the beginning, which was not is not what we anticipated. And
right.
That took us to a whole different mode now of like, all right, we had our fun and wrote all these demos. Now it's time to focus and really, we didn't technically start over, but we would take a song that maybe had a good melody and kind of scratch everything else. We kept little things around from each song that grabbed us, but a lot of it was starting over and kind of changing our sound permanently. As you can probably kind of hear from the recordings, it's a lot darker and more minimal, and that was intentional, but that wasn't how it was at first. That took like a year of kind of starting over and reforming things and getting into different gear and equipment and getting out of my habits of kind of a standard synth patch and, drum sounds that already came with the computer software. Like we actually created new ones this time on our own, out of samples and using synthesizers and stuff. So it was just a different process. We really dug in more this time around. That was the long version of getting into album mode, I think.
Okay, and so, because I know you started another, like, a side project, The Help?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Did that influence, the way that you did music with Hustle and Drone, or vice versa, anything like that?
Definitely, like right now, Help and Hustle and Drone are releasing music at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So this wasn't intentional. Well, maybe slightly. I was like, well, kind of the when it rains it pours type of thing. I was like, I might as well just have the busiest summer of my life and just keep working instead of.
I got a couple weeks off. Let's do this.
Yeah, instead of spacing it out. I guess just sometimes when your work ethic is really flowing and you don't have time to rest, it's nice. So yeah, I would say to a certain extent, Help being busy and Hustle and Drone being busy at the same time has just has allowed me to not just lay back and chill and wait for something to happen. I'm just like, okay, I guess I just have to make it. I have to make it happen right now. So, so it's been good. It has been exhausting, and there's some days I wish I wasn't doing anything. But you know what? Aside from this phone call and a little bit of emailing, I'm just gonna like laze around my house today. So I earned it.
There, yeah. No. And which band played Pickathon?
That was Help.
Help. Okay, I have good vibes from Pickathon. That was the first music festival I worked.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I was doing good camera work.
You're doing what work?
Camera work.
Oh, cool.
And that's when I met the Fruit Bats.
Oh, nice. They played this year.
Oh, damn it.
That was my first Pickathon experience, and I'm glad I got to do it playing. Yeah, it was awesome.
Nice. As far as, well, let's double back to, the album mode. And I know you said that, you kind of retooled everything for a year and redid everything. Was there one song in particular that, took a little bit more time to figure out?
What came
off
together?
The new album?
I'm trying to think what came together last. It was like in the final hour we made it work. I think Stranger actually took the longest.
Really?
Yeah, I think we were overthinking it a little bit too much about what it needed, when it was just kind of already just that Mellotron loop and the drums were pretty much the way they were from the demo. So I was like, well, we just need a nice, decent melody here, and we're pretty much already there. So yeah, that one took the longest to finally just be like, oh wait, I think it's done. Let's stop continuing to try here and just call it good.
And the flip side to that question, was there one that just kind of fell together a little bit easier, or a little bit quicker than the rest, I should say? Yeah, the title track actually is very similar to, other than a couple of like the synth sequences. That is pretty much how it was structured from the demo, and with the vocal melodies and stuff too. So that one came together pretty quick. Dark Star was the first one when we decided to rebrand and change our sound. That was the first song that started the new direction, basically. Yeah. Okay. Nice. And so when, and I know this album, the album's not out yet, but at the time this interview comes out, it'll be out. Are you looking to, do more things in the future? Like, do you have songs cooking up in your head right now?
Not really.
Not really.
This last album was so much work and thought, and then I started this other band, so I have not written a lot lately. There's probably like 10 demos for a future album, just like voice memos of me tinkering around in the basement and stuff. So not to say I've stopped, but we haven't, Andy and I have not dove back in and like started new sessions or anything like that. I mean, we will be, of course, but it hasn't started yet. I kind of take it one thing at a time, which can be a fault. I've got free time, you know.
Yeah, but again, we came to the conclusion earlier that you work a lot, so there's
It is
nothing wrong
true.
with
It is true.
chill
Yeah.
time. And so what was the whole motivation of starting Help?
Oh, me and my two bandmates were at a heavy show together at Mississippi Studios. It's a venue in Portland. Another great place to play. And we all used to play heavier music, but play in other projects, and we just decided we wanted to start something heavy that rocked, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then having a pretty rough political climate at the moment also kind of was a good inspiration to start something aggressive. And it's been real fun to jump around with a guitar. Haven't done that for a while.
It's so because from the early days, I know you as guitar guy, and when Hustle and Drone was first starting, I was like, oh, I didn't know he played synth, and all that, and so seeing you break a guitar is like cool. All right.
Yeah. I needed it. I just didn't know
it. It's good to get a good balance of everything, really.
Certainly, it is.
So your next project is going to be a boy band, I hear.
Yeah, yep. 5-piece a cappella. Yeah, that'll be great. That's the next thing I need to explore now.
There we go. And so I'm a fan of horror stories. In your case, gig horror stories. Do you have one where something just got messed up, or the horrible venue?
Yeah, we were over in Europe, and I forget what city it was. It was a small town, and we plugged something in with an American power strip in through an adapter, and could smell a bunch of electrical things burning, and we just fucked a lot of stuff up at this venue, not on purpose. The show actually ended up going fine, but the guy running the show told me that I was going to have to pay for the issues that had occurred, which I told him, no, I'm not going to. The sound engineer at this venue was well aware of what we were doing and told us it was okay to plug the thing in, so I'm not paying for it. And he was okay with that, actually. That's not really a horror story, though. Something real bad. I don't have one off the top of my head. That was just so terrible. Also on this Europe tour, we played a coffee shop where the PA system were basically large computer speakers.
Oh,
so
fancy.
For our sound, no, I mean not so fancy. For our sound, we just played an incredibly quiet show where you could usually we're really loud and we have subs and stuff, but at this show you could hear someone put their coffee cup back on their plate.
Oh, yeah.
It was that quiet, which isn't our vibe, but it was fine. We got through it. We figured it out.
That didn't spark a whole look. We need to get into the elevator music game and just play quietly.
No, not quite. All
right.
So unfortunately, I don't have an amazing horror story for you. I wish I did.
No, that's all good. But I'm glad you mentioned Europe, because what was the reception like for you guys in Europe?
It was good.
Yeah.
It was good. I think people like that electronic, danceable sound. So some of the shows were really well attended. Some were not, but we always got a good response from people who were there. They were attentive and enjoyed the music. I would love to go back soon for sure.
Are you working on doing any kind of tour for the new album?
I think once it gets out and into some people's hands, I would love to have a booking agent, but no one has reached out to us at this point, so we're just going to kind of have to wait and see, I guess.
Okay.
We don't have management or booking, so kind of me doing all of that stuff, and I don't know if that's actually an area where I excel. I kind of would like someone to tell me what the next move is, you know?
Like I know, you do your thing and I do my thing, but it for sure I'm the same way. I do everything myself. It would be nice just having somebody like push you in that direction or the other direction. It's like, I guess I'll figure it out myself. Hopefully
Right.
it's correct.
Right. Mm-hmm. Well, there's not really too specific of a, it seems like there's not too specific of a mold to follow these days with digital streaming and labels kind of being less relevant. It seems like sometimes it's just going to happen for you, and sometimes it's not. And however that happens, who the fuck knows, you know? I'm trying.
I mean, that's all we can do. That's all you can do.
Yeah, all you can do is try.
All right. And will this be out on any kind of a physical media, like EP or record?
We are going to press vinyl for sure.
Nice.
We just are waiting on finalized album art, and then we're going to kind of get the ball rolling in that direction and print a couple. We've never had Hustlin' Drone vinyl, so I really want one.
I want one too. So you let me know when that's happening, and I'll
okay, we'll do for sure.
All right. But for the people at home who want to keep up with you, the band, pick up the album, either physical or digital, whenever that is, where can they do all that?
They can do all of that. Well, digital, just on all the streaming platforms. Yep. And then we're going to have a merch store through Bandcamp.
Okay.
So eventually that will be up, and I guess probably by the time this episode comes out. So it'll be on our Bandcamp page, but I don't know what that address is for the merch right now, but it's hustlandrone.bandcamp.com. That's where we'll be able to find that.
There we go. And I really was so excited to see, you guys pop up in my email and with the new album, just because I love the music you do. I love the direction it's going. And literally when I got the album, I put it on repeat, probably listened to it about 5 times, just back to back.
Damn, that's great.
Yeah, I love what you're doing, man, and just keep it on, and you keep making them, and I'll keep listening.
Deal. We've got ourselves a lifetime friendship, then.
There we go. Well, we're Spanish boys. Of course, we got a long time connection. Come on.
Yeah, totally. Was it Mr. Montgomery that we had?
No, it was the girl. Where we learned all the capitals in South America.
Oh yeah, I remember the song still.
Oh yeah, no, it's ingrained in my head. I feel like you should cover that.
Oh yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, those songs are in elementary school. Well, this was in high school, but still, it's a good way to make you learn stuff.
If only there was more just music in school.
I know.
Yeah, whatever. But Ryan, I'll let you go and enjoy your day off, and I hope you're relaxing with a cold one. I don't know. Is that?
I was drinking a cold one while we were chatting. It feels a little early, but that's okay.
Was it a PBR?
No, it was a boozy seltzer water. Not White Claw, a different brand. Those are really becoming the thing these days.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, right. Again, I'll let you chill. And again, thank you so much for the chat.
Yeah, man. It was nice talking to you, Chris. Until next time.
You too. Exactly. Next time.
All right.
Have a good one.
All right. Later. Bye.
Bye-bye.